All of us have to be committed that whatever the justices arrive at, all parties, all citizens in our country will accept the decision in good faith.
The Ochene called for more involvement of the chiefs.
Chiefs and Ananum and Kens are frankly tired of just being passive appendages to our socio-economic development. We need to participate in trying to develop our people. For instance, if the president is doing a favor by appointing DCEs to our different localities and communities, we would like to be consulted. Last night or 2 nights ago, we heard on the radio that a new Eastern Region Minister has been appointed. We are pleading, not that we are asking or trying to penetrate or interrupt the president's function of appointing people, but I think since we live there, and since the minister is going to be our minister, it's only appropriate that maybe we need to be informed and consulted.
He asked the president to act immediately on the deplorable road network in the Eastern region and fulfill his campaign promises to the region. He also spoke on eschewing insult and hate speech on political platforms.
All of us tell our supporters to control some of the utterances. We were brought up in a family that taught us how to respect authority and the elderly. We have not forgotten about those values just because we are modern.
President Mahama, on his part, said the region's roads, establishment of more health and more educational facilities through a rigorous decentralization process will remain a priority.
We intend to consolidate it as we go forward to allow for composite budgeting so that some of the larger budgets that are handled in the center are transferred to the districts so that they can determine which school they think they should be fixing, which road they think they should be working on, which hospital they think they should be siting somewhere, rather than a huge ministry sitting at the center and doing that.
He added, foreign illegal miners especially would be removed as government tackles illegal mining holistically. He also responded to the Ochene's plea on the Supreme Court case and the use of abusive language by political actors.
We all have sworn to abide by the Constitution, and so there's no doubt about our obligations in this matter. There are some individuals in this country who are in responsible positions, who at every step of the way are insulting their political opponents, and we know them. And so I think that Nananum should feel bold to identify them and address the message directly to these people and ask them to be cautious in the way they go about their politics.
A delegation from the Northern Region House of Chiefs was also at the Flagstaff House to lend support to the appointment of Dr. Dana to head their ministry.
Special mention is the case of Dr. H.S. Dana, Minister for Chieftaincy and Traditional Affairs designate. There is no doubt in our minds that he is capable to hold the fort. Infrastructure development has been the flagship of our campaign promises. We want to believe this will be fairly done across Ghana. Deployment of teachers and health workers is largely skewed against the north and rural Ghana.
They also called for incentives that will attract teachers and other professionals to especially the remote parts of the region. They were assured the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority's mandate will be reviewed to be more aggressive in addressing their challenges.
We have a stakeholder committee that I think should meet more often and bring up suggestions as to what can be done to increase the pace of development in the northern part of the country. It is our intention to also continue in an aggressive way the Walwali Gambaga Nalirgu Road and eventually join it to the Eastern Corridor Road. And so we'll continue that road and we will finish it in this term of office.
President Mahama also expressed condolences on the loss of the chief of his hometown, the Bolina, who is said to have died on Friday after a short illness.